objective is to eliminate as many enemy combat vehicles as you can. For this mission, we're backup for the guerrillas' offensive. That means our mission isn't over until theirs is. Keep an eye on the remaining time.
Alright.
Also bear in mind that you'll fail the mission if you don't.
So, for this mission, we're going to try and do a few of the objectives that we remember when we did it. Well, I did the mission a few times off screen. So, we're going to try and get this guy. We have D-Walker with a Fulton Ballista. And then we also need to head around to the side of the area. We'll know when we come in. Okay. That area over there. But we're gonna go after this guy first because he's close and I can drive up to him. Now there are a few prisoners. There's like 5 prisoners, and 2 of them have a little bit of a time limit before they die or get taken out. So we're gonna be trying to get those guys as soon as possible, but I also want to try and get this guy before he gets out of range, because we're going to be going all around the map, and this guy is pretty close to the edge of the map. Now, if I could just use a lock-on rocket, this would be over pretty quickly, but we can't, so we're just going to have to catch up and ballista him. Oh my god. There we go.
That's cut down the enemy mechanized unit's force strength. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
So, 2 of the prisoners are in the side-off bases that we'll have to deal with. We'll see what happens. This is all improv, kind of. I know about the locations of people, but I've never tried doing this with, like, D-Walker. And for all I know, one of those prisoners is already dead. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have to go up there, which means we're gonna be passing by the front of this base. And we're gonna hope that they don't see me. D-Walker's a little bit harder to detect than a vehicle, so it looks like we're good. Alright. So we just gotta get up here. And hopefully that prisoner chick is still alive. Damn it, come on. So she should be, or he should be, about up here, around the bend. And he's gonna have like 5 guys behind him, which we'll deal with in our own way. I got him! That's hilarious. Okay.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Alright. So we're gonna try speeding through the sleeping gas. If it's still around, I'm hoping it's not. It's still around. Oh, but it's okay because everybody got knocked out. All right. So, next target, next target, next target. Next prisoner chick is there. This is working out. Got her. All right. Now we can try extracting everybody else.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Now, I don't mind getting detected by anybody. It would be nice if I could do this mission with no detections, but it's a minor inconvenience.
Alright, target extracted. Sorry, Reds. It belongs to Diamond Dogs now.
This thing is ridiculous. Alright, there's also a guy down here. Hello.
Monster spotted a 4-wheel drive transporting a prisoner. Not part of the mission. You think you can bust him loose? Just if you have the time to spare.
Yeah, sure, we can get him, but first my priorities is the tank that's about to leave the AO. If it does leave the AO, that's a small loss. If only I hadn't missed like 4 fucking shots. Oh no. Oh no, you're kidding me. Alright, well, we fucked up. I didn't know that this was gonna be like a dead end pretty much. Oh, fuck me.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Damn it, D-Walker! I'm not faster than a tank! Fucking... asshole tank. Fine, whatever. Or fucking asshole D-Walker. He'll pop up next to me eventually. Dude, really?
Search mode.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Whoops. What are you doing? Okay, that was awkward.
You've got other targets closing in. Boss, that prisoner we rescued provided some intel. We now know the location of a hidden enemy staging area. Check it on your iDroid.
Oh, come on! Is he out of the AO yet? He's out of the AO. Motherfuckers! Ugh.
A target has left the mission area. It's too late to eliminate that one.
I'm so sad.
Just focus on
I was
taking out
so...
the remaining targets.
I was so ecstatic about trying to, like, extract all the tanks and shit. But D-Walker didn't want to fucking teleport to me. And I missed a couple of shots anyways.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah, contact.
Boss, need a little extra firepower? We spotted a Soviet weapons transport truck. Apparently its cargo is something pretty powerful. What do you think? Should we make them share?
Yeah, why not? They pop up in this back area, so I can deal with them. All the rest of the enemies are going to come by through this particular area. So that's the big thing I should take from all this. Kept you waiting, huh? Okay, that's cute.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, don't mind me just doing a tactical takedown of this guy. Did he only have one person here? Oh wow, alright, good.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Alright, I don't actually want that. My rocket launcher is a bit more upgraded than it. Alright. Worst comes to worst, if I can't fall on these guys, I'll blow them up. Now, I've never seen the other few vehicles. So there's at least 4 more vehicles in this mission besides the main 7. But again, I've never seen those, so this is weird. Also, I still have those other 2 prisoners to extract, so that's even more weird. Once I extract this guy, I should be able to leave, though. Ah, contact!
Target extraction confirmed. That's cut down the enemy mechanized unit's force strength.
I think I got the tank that was inside this base. So that's a plus. Alright, well, while you guys are super distracted, I'm just gonna leave. We're gonna hope that I can get D-Walker to teleport to me. Alright, so where's... I don't know where these guys go down. I'd love to know.
The guerrilla's offensive will be ending soon. Boss, there's still time left. Take out as many vehicles as you can.
But what about the prisoners? What about the prisoners? There's 4 prisoners. If I rescue them, I get a bunch of bonus points. Maybe I should just give up. I have 4 minutes to go from one side of the map to another. This mission's insane. I know it's possible to S-rank this mission at the same time as getting every single objective and the extra objective. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so they go along this back road.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Hey, guys! Oh, boy. Go! You motherfuckers!
Alright, target extracted. Sorry, Reds. It belongs to Diamond Dog.
You think you're getting away from me after all the effort I put in? That's not happening, you red-eyed devils! Come on, D-Walker! We can do this! All we have to do is catch up to this motherfucker! And then, get past him. You think you're fast? You're not faster than a walker gear!
3 minutes remaining.
Woohoo! Gotcha, motherfucker!
The enemy reinforcements have stopped. No targets remaining. Exfiltrate the hot zone.
No! I'm not gonna exfiltrate the hot zone. I'm gonna go to the other areas and I'm gonna extract those prisoners. Specifically the one in Waxin Barracks and Lamar Kate Palace. Unless the game automatically goes, oh, you've escaped, so never mind. Then you don't really have a choice there. So I think in order to spawn the other vehicles, you have to get all 7 of the other dudes. We got 6. 6 out of 7 for our first try with a Walker. That's nice. Once I get better at using the Fulton balloons, or the Fulton ballista, and have more period, that'll be nice. Oh boy. We're just trying to be a little bit more extreme in how we do these missions.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been
Because the first time around I just blew people up. And that's not very Metal Gear Solid-y. Of course, with that said, I did have to repeat this mission like 7 times. I redid this mission 7 times trying to get, or trying to find out which of the prisoners was a specialist for something I was trying to research. I think it was for Noctocyanin, or for the Noctocyanin upgrade, and I was getting really annoyed. Because I had to keep on redoing the entire mission to try and get this guy extracted. And in the end, it ended up being this dude in this back area, I think. Alright, Noctocyanin. This guy's gonna be underneath the ground.
has been updated.
I can handle that situation. We're just gonna have to hope that I can knock out a few people along the way. It looks like there's only like 3 people along this back path. And I say 3, but I see 2. I'm saying 3 just in case there's another one casually chilling out in the other place. Damn it, come on. Okay.
Analysis complete.
Dude, S-rank dudes are scary looking. I mean, just me, or not S-rank dudes. Dudes with the night vision goggles, yeah,
Analysis
they're kind of scary.
complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Yeah, you're gonna fake fucking trying to give up? Fuck that shit. So for the people who don't know, if they still have a red thing above their head when you told them to hold up, or when you've held them up, that means they're gonna try and knife you. So if you're not a big fan of that, yeah, just
Subject on board.
screw them over
The
and
rest to us.
just shoot them. Okay, I'm helping.
Okay, subject is in.
Okay, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. There, alright, we're going along the side. Oh, I'm not using the sneak suit. I'm a dummy. I thought I was using the sneak suit, so I'm just like sprinting around at max speed. Okay, alright. Everything's fine. We got this. We just need one more prisoner, and then we'll extract out the entire zone. Hey, D-Walker, you're pretty banged up. That's what happens when we try to go toe-to-toe with the vehicle. But it worked out in the end. Mostly because I didn't continue shooting him. Okay, so we're not going to take a shortcut. We're going to go the long way. Well, I would take a shortcut, but all the people that we put to sleep are kind of woken up now. So, whoops. Oh, boy. You know, this is going to be a long ride, so we might as well listen to a cassette tape about Big Boss himself. Come on, Ocelot. Let me know what's up about the legendary mercenary.
Since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over. What do you mean? Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing. Talking about you wherever they went helped to heal their wounds. Your actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on. Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth's been distorted, painted over. Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning, so it goes. A warning? Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that. I never said any of that. The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss. The lessons you've taught the PFs are the reason they're so widespread. They're the reason they've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did. And stand up to Cypher. Of all the stupid things you could do, they'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood. It takes a man of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down, they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. These days, it's becoming little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Currently, there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote,
and zero-risk security. HEC's investigations have shown there's almost no overlap between their areas of operation.
Complete.
It's not so much a turf war, more like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still, don't expect a walk in the park. The CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action. And we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA is a company of soldiers made up mainly of locally hired operators. They speak Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA. But if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience. And unlike their days shooting junkyard rifles out of beat-up pickup trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off. Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Munene River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Guerrillas, militants, groups of all...
I guess that tape goes on. Whew. Alright. We extracted a bunch of things.
Great work.
Oh no, you're kidding me! The Fulton Ballista prevents an S rank anyways? Ah, well, you know, that makes sense. It is pretty ridiculous. Fine. Eliminated multiple fighting vehicles or gunships. 6 out of 11, my god. I didn't even get anywhere close to what I was trying to do. But that's my own fault. I thought that the Fulton Ballista was something that I could use to get an S rank. That is wrong. I can still try and use D-Walker to get around, though, because D-Walker is pretty damn quick. So I just need to learn how to use D-Walker. Hey, we got another S-rank chick. Use D-Walker to bring myself over to the front of the people and then knock them out or disable them with the EMP. Although I think I've seen people do it with, like, D-Horse as well.
We have an emergency. There's been another outbreak of the vocal cord parasites on the base.
What?
Several men are dead.
What?
It started in the laboratory on the quarantine platform where the radiation leak occurred. I'd only just deployed the security team. I've sent in a rescue team to help, but they haven't returned. Boss, I need you on this.
Oh, shit.
Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Oh, no. Oh, no, we can't have the parasites back. Which one is it? Is it the English strain? Because if it's the English strain, we are dead. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, Eli. Eli, you little bastard. Did he fucking unleash it as he was leaving? I completely forgot about that.
Here we go again. There's been another outbreak in the laboratory. The quarantine platform.
Then why am I at the command platform?
We sent a team to investigate and recover the survivors, but they haven't returned.
There's nothing on the radio either. We got a backup team ready to go. Just give the order and
I'll go alone.
Boss, what are you... There's no need for that.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
We have no idea what's going on
Exactly. Anyone still alive's at their breaking point. Last thing we need is another unit storming in. No telling how they'd react.
Fine. First off, check how much the infection has spread. Rescue comes next, after we know the situation. When you're ready to move, just use the iDroid.
You know, we could always just not talk once we get there. I mean, the problem with these parasites is they can't do anything if they can't react to anything. So, I'm just saying. And as long as we tell everybody who goes in that, yo, don't do that, things could work out.
We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. We need more information. Find out what's going on, boss. Select a mission on your iDroid.
Yeah, okay, so I actually have to select an actual mission. Mission list.
select a mission.
Shining lights even in death. Investigate the laboratory where a new vocal cord parasite outbreak has occurred and find out how to identify who is infected. The laboratory has been sealed off and contact has been lost with the men inside. Jeez. I'm worried about this shit, man.
Boss, we have another outbreak of the vocal cord parasite inside the quarantine platform's laboratory. Several men are dead. It began after we discovered that radiation leak in the facility's research block. I dispatched the security team to seal off the source and move the researchers to the containment block next to it. That's when they discovered the outbreak. I immediately sealed the laboratory and sent a MOP 3 rescue team, but they haven't returned and comms are dead. We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. I'd like to get any asymptomatic personnel out of there, but we can't tell who's infectious and who's not. We need more information, like how to tell the two apart. Find out what's going on, boss.
Alright, accept this mission. Confirm to begin immediately without sortie prep. What? Hold up. I do want to prep up for sortie. I'm gonna have to fly out and then come back in, though.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.